Hey everyone, Couch Investor back with another video for you today. So Chamath has done it again. Another great company is going to go public thanks to one of his SPACs. Obviously, some of you might know he already brought a couple of companies public, one being Virgin Galactic, the other two Opendoor and Clover Health. For all three of them, I've made videos, so if you want to check that out, will be in the top right corner. For this one, IPOE, he's going to bring SoFi, social finance, into the public market. In my opinion, one very, very interesting company, one that I will be looking to be adding to my portfolio. So in this video, we're going to discuss everything that you actually need to know before you start investing. I will try to keep it as short as possible. There's also some resemblance to what Square is trying to do. Maybe that's why you actually clicked on this video. So all of that will be discussed in this video. Before I do so, if you like these videos, leave it an early thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, we're on our way to 9,000 subscribers. So hit that subscribe button. So without further ado, let's dive into this. Right, so SoFi was founded in 2011 by 4 students from Stanford. Their main goal, their main vision was to help and solve the student debt crisis by giving students access to lower rates, lower than obviously Federal and other companies that were offering higher rates at that time and even today. They offered rates from 6% to 6.5% if you compare that to the others, to the Federal rates, and the private company that was way lower because the others were offering rates ranged from 6.8% to as high as 16%. Besides offering loans, SoFi created a social platform where its users could get financial mentorship, help with their finances, help them maybe repay those loans. They also added new loans formats such as mortgage loans, personal loans, and various investment tools. I hope that by now you're starting to see the resemblance with Square. And if not, maybe this will help you understand why this resembles what Square is trying to do. So what is SoFi today? Basically, SoFi wants to help its users reach financial independence. It helps borrowers with planning their repayments, assists its users with their investments, provide help, counseling with career-related questions, and therefore provides loan solutions for every step of their users' life. Student loans, medical loans, home loans, renters and homeowners insurance, yes, powered by Lemonade, car insurance, powered by Root, and much more. And if that's not enough, they took over a company called Galileo back in April 2020. They paid $1.2 billion for that. What is Galileo? Well, they basically connect banks to credit card processors through their API. It's also used by many of SoFi's competitors, including, well, Robinhood, Revolut, TransferWise, Monzo, and probably a lot of more competitors. Now, I want to show you a tweet from Brad Freeman. If you're not following on Twitter, I highly suggest you do. So he says basically, interesting note from Chamath during IPOE investor call. SoFi today is responsible for 90% of all new neobank accounts creation in the United States. That's the power of SoFi's Galileo. As enterprise clients like Robinhood app succeed, so will SoFi. Now, if you don't know what a neobank is, it's basically a bank, but without a physical presence. It's something that you can create via an app or just by the use of the internet. Now, the quote saying that SoFi is responsible for 90% of the new neobank account created in the United States today is a bit misleading, and that's why you really need to focus on the second sentence, which is that's the power of SoFi's Galileo. Yes, they are including all the clients, all the neobanks that were created through Galileo's API into that 90% that was mentioned. Alright, so why SoFi? Why choose this platform and not somebody else? So they try to be a bit different than the others. Everything we do must reinforce one of these 4 points of differentiation delivered with a member-centric approach and sensibility in order to build a trusted relationship, show that our products are better when used together. Again, see the resemblance with Square. The more products you use inside the ecosystem, the better it will be, and obviously the more revenue they will gain from it. Well, because their acquisition cost per customer is getting lower and lower as you enter and you used one product, suddenly you adopt maybe 4 products. They basically have 3 new customers using their other products without actually acquiring that customer. So their 4 points is basically fastest way to do everything. You can borrow money, open an account, buy, sell stocks, deposit checks, pay a friend. Number 2 is a broad array of products across member lifecycles, so unique terms, feature, and services, personalized with members' benefits, attractive value and price. Number 3 is content to help our members get your mind right. I think that's the abbreviation, I'm not 100% sure. via both SoFi and non-SoFi brands, so like we've seen with Lemonade or Root or all the other products that they're offering and outsourcing. And number 4, provide the most convenient experience, so easy to use, available anytime, any platform, any place, and it's really easy to use. How do they do that? Well, they call this FSPL, Financial Service Productivity Loop, which basically speaks for itself and again resembles to what Square is doing, is that when you enter the product, when you enter the SoFi ecosystem, if the first product works perfectly, then you will probably use a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth product, and suddenly you're using this whole ecosystem as intended. And why is this such an important point? Well, I spoke about this in my video when I covered the ARK Invest $500 price target for Square because of the Cash App. Well, the point is that a lot of users and a lot of people are using 2, 3, maybe 4 apps as their banking apps because there's not one app that offers all the services. As we can see here, consumers are left using multiple accounts given the lack of an integrated one-stop shop on one digital platform. Why do Americans use multiple banks? Well, maybe one bank has lower fees, the other offers different services, flexibility, convenience, whatnot. SoFi is the only company providing this solution today in one app, maybe a one app to rule them all. Now, before we get into the financial numbers, let's look again at what they are actually offered to have this one app to rule them all. So basically, as you can see, in 2019, they launched SoFi Home Timeline, which is a basic home screen. Then they added the money aspect, relay, investment, home loans, in-school loans, credit cards functionalities, and SoFi rewards. All of those functionalities besides the first one all launched within the last 24 months, which to me really shows that their product really is a success because you don't grow that fast, you don't add that many products to your ecosystem if you know that nobody is using maybe the first product or the second or the third product. That's a very positive point in my opinion. Alright, so now let's go and look at the financial data because obviously you don't invest without knowing where they're planning to go and if they're financially stable. So 2020 sales stand at $621 million with sales forecasted to reach $3.7 billion by 2025. Representing a compound growth rate of 43%. So very aggressive targets, very aggressive growth. I like to see this. If it's achievable, that's maybe another question, but it lost $66 million in 2020, which is really not a lot, but expects to book a profit of $27 million in 2021 and growing to $1.2 billion by 2025, with EBITDA margins of 32% by that year. Now, how do they expect to reach those targets? From where will the revenue come? So they actually projected this right here. So on the left, you see what's been happening right now. So 83% of the revenue comes from lending, 17% from the tech platform, and only 2% from the financial services. Now, on the right, 2025, you can see a huge increase in financial services from 2% to 33%, small increase in the tech platform, 17% to 25%, and then the lending platform is halved from 83% to 43%. Alright, so to conclude, I will be buying this stock for the long term. Yes, I know there are some risks and here they are. So first up, it's very millennial centric, meaning they are targeting this younger generation. In the short term, that's fine, but as people grow, they might become multi-product users. So in the short term, huge success. But on the flip side, every generation has a young generation that has to go through that financial struggle. So maybe that's actually a very good point. Next, we have obviously a huge focus on the interest rate. When interest rates are low, that's fine. When interest rates are higher, maybe the environment will look at this in a different way. So fintech is very dependent on obviously the overall economic situation and on the interest rate. And lastly, they're entering a highly competitive field, obviously with Square, PayPal, all the other neobanks out there and the actual legacy banks as well. So very competitive field, but I believe that they have a great team. They have a great vision. I will be investing in this company. Again, I will be looking maybe for a better entry because the stock has gone up 50% when they announced the deal. So I'll be looking maybe to the lower 17s if that happens. If that doesn't happen, I will be buying maybe in the coming weeks. And that will be it for this video. If you're going to buy into this SPAC, let me know down in the comments below. What are your thoughts on the company? And if you like these videos, leave it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button. And as always guys, take care, stay safe, and see you all in the next video. Bye bye.